goodness. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a video that I am very excited for, because today we're going to be reacting to one of my new favourite magicians. And I don't know if this is just me, but at the moment YouTube Shorts isn't very good, and I can't tell if it's just the algorithm is bad at choosing content that I like, or if the content in general is just bad on YouTube Shorts right now. I honestly can't tell. But there is one person who is saving YouTube Shorts for me, and it's this guy. This is Jason Ma, a street magician, a vlogger, and an excellent performer on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. You can find this guy everywhere. His videos pop up all the time, and his stuff is so good and so addictive. And so today I thought I would just sit and watch this guy and talk about why he is so good and why he keeps fooling me. I mean, seriously, this guy can't stop fooling me. It's honestly a little bit annoying, but I love it. As a magician, I seek out being fooled. I absolutely adore it, and so, yeah, Jason is fulfilling that need for me, and we're just gonna watch his shorts and see the awesome stuff that he's doing. Basically, that's this video.
Alright guys, do you know what this right here is called? It's called 6 Years Without a Girlfriend. Now for this we get a card selected at random, and in this case it's going to be the Jack of Clubs, and that gets left in the center of the deck. You can see these are all different.
The speed of it is so impressive.
And in order to locate it, I have to do a series of shuffles. This right here is known as the American Shuffle. This right here is the Waterfall Shuffle, the Waterfall Shuffle in reverse, and the Waterfall Shuffle in Iceland. The Ex-Girlfriend Shuffle, you see it looks good but it does nothing, and with just a couple of cuts, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, your card rises to the top disguised as a 5 of clubs. Of course, if I place that right there on the box, I just give it 1, 2, 3 more cuts, and we just take this card here.
Oh,
and
very nice.
Watch close as it
very
nice.
nice.
Away into oblivion, and of course reappears right here on top of the box, and that has to be worthy of a like and share.
It most certainly is worthy. Goodness me, there's a lot to take in each video. I mean, that was only, what, less than a minute long? I don't know how long exactly, but in that short amount of time, there is so much happening. I love it. It's just brilliant. But forget the sleight of hand for a second. There is something that I think is more impressive, and when I watch these videos, what I'm taking away as a magician, like that didn't fool me, for instance, I know how that's done, but the impressive part is the scripting. It is just so tightly scripted. There isn't a word that doesn't need to be there.
Alright guys, got a nice quick one for you here with my Pokemon collection.
I don't know anything about Pokemon, so this one might go over my head. But
and I know what
a Charizard is on
this thing in a sleeve, and that's because I needed to be able to make contact with the Kadabra so that the Kadabra can become a Charizard as well. That way when I put a Pokeball in between those two suckers, all I have to do is
this like a marketed effect? I've never come across this before.
And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why not just go all the way and start making them all Charizard?
That's a really clever, if this is original from him, this is such a clever variation on like a classic, you know, turning the black cards red or whatever.
If you want to take it the extra mile, you got to take the Charizard, you place it on top of the Caterpie, and all you've got to do is watch that Charizard.
The techniques are so old school, but this presentation is
and it also becomes
wild.
A Charizard. But what about the rest of these cards? Well, these cards have already become Charizards as well, and that has to be worthy of a like and share.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Alright guys, got a nice quick coin trick for you here. Wait, did I say coin trick? I meant
oh my god, I've not seen this one yet. That's incredible.
Watch as I shake it though, it becomes a coin. Then I can give it a little rub, it turns back into a ring, and then back into a coin. And of course, the best thing about this whole illusion is if I squeeze that coin tight, I can actually wave, it completely disappears. You ever want it to come back, you gotta piece it together with particles.
What?
And then it
oh my god,
right
whoa.
the fingertips. And that has to be worthy of a like and
whoa,
share.
That last bit where he shows his hands empty. I am not a coin guy, so basically any coin trick is impressive to me, but that last bit showing his hands empty and making it appear was brilliant. I always promised myself I would get into coin magic in a big way, and I just never did. I think at this point I almost don't want to. I just want to leave it to people like Jason who are gonna smash it out the park and do 10 times a better job than I could. I will do simple coin stuff, but the complex things like this with real dedication, sleight of hand, that is just way beyond me, but I absolutely love it.
Alright guys, I'm going to reveal one of Magic's older tricks for you today, and that's where you
rope
take a
magic
white
again. He just does the classics so well. Like, just when you think you've seen the classics done to death, people like Jason come out of the woodwork and just destroy it. He's such a worker.
if by
And I admire that so
know
much.
You guys know there's a secret to it, and I'm going to reveal it right now. You see this knot right here? It's not actually even a real knot. It's a fake knot where you can slide it down the lengths of the rope. In fact, you can even take it off. It's just an extra piece of rope. You see that? Then if I stick it to the rope like that, it really looks like it's part of the rope. Then you need magic dust. Woo! The magic dust has nothing to do with the trick. I just love that stuff. Of course, if I keep my hand up, then the magic...
What a great excuse to ditch something. I've never seen such a ballsy excuse.
And that has to be worthy.
That's a great finish, but... So when he went into his pocket there, the magicians watching know why he has to go to his pocket. And just using such an excuse like that, not even pretending to get out fake scissors, which I've seen people do, but just snorting some magic dust, as he calls it. He's got that perfect balance between it being fast-paced and still understanding what's going on. I think some magicians, when they do fast-paced, they go overboard and you literally have no idea what the trick is even meant to be, and you're just like, oh, and you just cut yourself off because you can't even be bothered to work out what's happening.
Alright guys, a nice quick one for you here with a paper napkin. Not just any paper napkin, this is 2-ply, dude. This is like a rich person's napkin. From here I'm going to take this...
Burning napkin, right. Again, such workable stuff. Every single one of these tricks you can learn in magic books that are probably more than 100 years old. But you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know that they're old tricks. Because they just feel like such natural stuff.
Back into my fist like this, and with just a wave and a snap, all of a sudden the napkin will have completely restored. Check it out, back into its former glory. And that has to be worthy of a like and share. Alright guys, see if you can follow the most difficult sleight of hand using the ace of spades.
Oh, we got some Chris Ramsey bicycle
cards. Of course, I can fix that by flicking it. It becomes the ace of spades. I just hide the ace of clubs directly behind it, you see that? How cool is that, man? Of course, if you really want to do the trick, you have to use at least 3 aces, but we might as well just go all the way and use 4 aces, baby. That's 4 aces right there, and they just get put right there on top of the deck, and with a snap, one of them will disappear from existence, leaving you with just 3 aces to go. Of course, that's pretty cool and all. What if I shake like this, one of the aces will disappear as if by freaking magic. Of course, with just a wave of the hand like this, that actually leaves us with just a lonely ace of clubs, and if I shake the deck like this, that leaves us with absolutely no aces. Of course, as quickly as they go, they all return under the cover of a shadow, and that has to be worthy of a like and share.
Wow, that might be the most impressive one that we've seen so far. That's a 4-ace production, a 4-ace vanish, and another 4-ace production in under a minute.
Alright guys, got a nice quick one for you here with this coffee cup.
I've seen this.
Little
this is
coffee
great.
bean. All you got to do is watch close as I wave over, under, and tap.
See, this is the style of cups and balls that I might perform, because it's organic. It doesn't feel like it's from a magic shop. It's a coffee bean and a coffee cup. Kind of makes sense.
That means that I can actually...
My issue with the cups and balls is always just that it feels like a prop, so this doesn't, and I like it for that reason.
More than one bean, and to those people I say,
even though the coffee bean looks
fake, but that's not the only bean that I use. I actually use this big ass bean right here, but that's still not the only bean that I use, because I actually also use all of these. Alright guys, got a nice quick one for you here with a rubber band, and if I pinch it in the right spot, I can actually pop that thing open, and then when I touch the ends together, it'll completely restore back to its former glory. Now some people accuse me of cheating, so I'll even snap the rubber band cleanly in half like this, and now if I loop the ends around the middle of the band like that, I can blow, and it will completely restore back to its former glory.
What is that move? That's great.
One more time, and now this time, if
I've never seen that move before.
It becomes a totally different trick, because now when I tie the ends up as tight can be, there's really no way to get that ring off the rubber band unless of course you untie the ends. Now there is another way to get the ring off, and that is if you snap the band right about here, but I prefer method C. That's when you blow and the ring melts through the band as if by magic. I can put the ring in the mouth and I can spit the ring straight back onto the rubber band, and now that has to be worthy of a like and share.
Fun fact, I had someone to perform this to me at Blackpool Magic Convention, and when they did the spitting it back onto the elastic band, they spat at me and it landed on my face, and this was in 2020, just before the pandemic, and this guy fully just spat on my face.
All right, let me show you the infamous cut and restored rope. You got to take the ends of the rope and you just tie them off as tight can be. Now from here, you take out a sharp pair of scissors.
Oh, there we go. Those are the imaginary scissors I spoke about.
The same. Now you should have 2 equal lengths of rope. If they're not equal, I recommend you just use method B. Method B is a lot easier because if I group the ends up in my fist like this, all I have to do is loop the middle up and I can actually pull out the extra end hidden in the middle. That's 3 ends, 1 rope, baby. Now if I loop this up again,
how long has this trick been around? It must be so long that this trick has existed.
It really looks like 2 ropes. With a blow, it actually is 2 ropes. How cool is that? Now I can do the infamous cut and restored rope, and if I just massage the ends like that, it'll actually completely restore back to its former glory. My favorite part about this trick is that if I take the ends and just pop those inside of my pocket, all I have to do is give it a little snap, and it instantly switches places with the middle. And now that has to be worthy of a like and
I
share.
think the best person I've seen do this sort of rope magic was Faye Presto. I've seen her do her rope routine quite a few times. And again, it's the simple, standard, old school stuff, right? Not really much changed from the old school stuff, like this isn't. But it's the performance. I mean, this is a lesson in performance because you can do the same trick as every other magician, but it won't feel like the same trick if you perform it. What I always say is don't just do the tricks, perform them. It has to be a performance that is unique. You know, the reason that popular musicians are popular is not really because of the songs. Because you can do cover songs. You can sing the exact same song, but it's in how you sing it.
Of course, if I take this black knife here and we put it in the pocket, all I have to do is shake.
I don't really understand these props. I've never seen a knife that looks like that. I guess these are like really tiny.
The best part is if I take this white knife here, it goes inside my pocket, which leaves me, of course, with the white knife, which means that inside my pocket is the white knife, which means that that is worthy of a like and share, baby.
Oh my goodness. I've got to rewatch this.
All I have to do is shake and all of a sudden the black knife is here and the white knife is inside my pocket. The best part is if I take this white knife here, it goes inside my pocket, which leaves me, of course, with the white knife, which means that inside my pocket is the white knife, which means that...
Oh my god. Ugh. Oh my goodness. That misdirection. That misdirection. That's a beautiful moment right there. That is incredible. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. So there we have it for this video. This has been reacting to Jason Ma, street magician dude on YouTube. I will leave his links down in the description. Make sure to go and check him out and follow him because he is legendary. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Here I do everything and anything to do with magic, so if you're a magician, I'm sure you'll like my channel. Please do subscribe, it really does help me out. And one last thing, if you have a YouTube channel or a podcast or anything magic or non-magic related, I've left the link down to a Google form in the description and the pinned comment, because this year I want to collab with as many people as I possibly can. I've already got a couple lined up, but if you have a channel, doesn't matter what size, I am wanting to work with lots of people this year, so make sure to fill out the info in that form, and while I can't guarantee I can get back to everyone, I will try my hardest to collab with as many of you as possible. So yeah, looking forward to doing that. I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care.